All right, Leo, here we go. Leo soap opera for January 2024 reads like a lot of the weekly readings have been reading so far in the pre-shuffle here. Even got a couple of songs that come to mind here. The Welcome Back Kotter theme might come to mind. You know, that kind of thing. Your dreams were your ticket out, the line in that song. But also there's a Christmas song that was very popular in the UK for a long time, from back in 1973 from a band called Slade. They had their It's Christmas Everybody song, and it's got a line in it about look to the future, it's only just begun. And that's ringing in my head. I can't get rid of it when I look at this pre-shuffle. Probably the time of year, but I haven't heard that song in a long time. That said, it's a general reading, may or may not resonate with you, but I pull in a very specific energy for Leo. Somebody's been sitting in toxin a long time, a dead marriage, a dead life, whatever, I don't know. But let's see where we go. It is timeless. If you're here for a reason. Okay? All right. Pre-shuffle. Look to the future. It's only just begun. Right? All right. The Fool. See if I can keep my voice here. You're my fifth reading. The Fool. Surface energy. Give me the soulmate cycle for January 2024 from the angle of Leo. Give me a fucking Leo soap opera universe. That's actually what I said. The Fool, crossed by the Magician. Somebody here is doing this. I'm doing it. I'm going for it. I can do this. I'm in. All chips on the table. Page of Swords and Ten of Swords. Never mind the disappointments, the fear of failure, whatever. Putting an end to that. Putting an end to something that's been disappointing. It started out so promising, maybe a life they thought they were supposed to live, living a life somebody else wanted for them, a marriage, a relationship, an airport apartment, whatever. An end to disappointments. 10 swords and disappointments. 10 swords crossing the page of swords. And then 2 cups, bookending the Fool. Look to the future. It's only just begun. I think Slade said it right. I also like the line in that song about the fairies keep him sober for a day. Apparently it's a drunken Santa. That doesn't surprise me. That said, there you go. I mean, they doing it. I'm going for it right here. It's right there. It's all yellow and shit. That's forward movement. Wow. Put an end to disappointments. All done. All right. Let's hope that sticks. I hope it doesn't go to shit when I pull the reading. I'm not so sure. This is a setup month. I want everyone to keep that in mind. I told my Cancerians that too. Right? So, I'm not necessarily saying they're coming your way in January, but these energies, somebody's making the move here for sure, probably waiting for, if it's a marriage that they want out of and it's toxic, probably waiting for the holidays to be over, you know, with the kids and shit. You don't want to say, here's your new Lego set, by the way, mommy's leaving daddy, or something along those lines, or a flip of that, you know, whatever. You know, that's not cool. Don't ruin Christmas, right? Come on. But, yeah, the holidays can be tough. It can really hammer home that unhappiness. And this ties to energies that have been lingering for a while. The writing's been on the wall for this person to change. They've been living against their soul's true purpose for a long time. This first card out's before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? And I haven't looked yet. You see it when I do. Boom. Death. Yeah? Come on, I'm not making this shit up. Death. Change. Time to go. Ooh, I love this. This is great. All right. What comes after the cut? Oh, please don't go to shit. Please don't. I'm just saying that. It's not going to shit. It's fine. 5 cups. All done with these 3 cups down. Look, there's your 2 cups right there from your pre-shuffle. The cut cards back up the pre-shuffle. That's all I'm drawn to. This might as well be a 2 of cups. Somebody's putting an end to worrying about these 3 broken cups. Maybe they listened to me. Maybe my energy finally got to them and they were like, yeah, the writing's been on the wall. You know, that kind of thing. Somebody making some big changes here. And they sticking to it. Usually, man, I've been pulling on this energy since I got here. This same energy. They've been out and then back in, out and back in, excuse machine after excuse. I got none of that. None of it. 5 cups after the death card. Bye-bye. All I'm drawn to is 2 cups still standing. All right? So either someone's making some changes for you or because of you or both. I don't know. Either way, your connection saved them one way or another. You can't help but get good karma for that if you've got some gratitude for the role you might have played in this, right? All right, let's go. You don't always, raised your vibration. You got something out of this connection too. Most of you have raised your vibration so much you wouldn't even recognize yourself if you went back in time and met yourself. We'll leave out the paradox involved with that in that example. But anyway, shuffling the deck here. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Leo for January 2024. I'm excited to pull this reading. I have no idea what's here. We're going to look together. The overall energy. Everything that's going to fall on the table. Drum roll, please. 7 cups. Ooh. Ooh. Somebody making the right choice. Somebody's made the choice. And it's right. It's like on, what's that old game show with the 3 doors? Let's make a deal with Monty Hall. I mean, I know you might not know it if you're from another country, but it was a guy with a person standing there, and they had to choose door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3, right? And most of the time, it was what they called a zonk, where I'll take door number 2, and they open the door, and it's like a donkey behind there, and they play the wah wah music, right? Somebody picked the right door here, big time, because your entire pre-shuffle is underneath this, fueling it. Wow, most of it anyway. Wow. Reading's on the flip. Right here. The reading is the exact flip of the pre-shuffle, technically speaking. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how this person's behaving in their life in the 3D. Energies around them. Right here's their soul. There's the hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will. There was a point in time where the universe even gave up on this person. I will tell you, I have never, and I've said this to you before, I will say it again. I have been studying soulmate cycles since I was a little kid, knee-high to a fucking grasshopper. And I've never seen the universe try so hard to get someone to change their life. Never. I mean, it's probably been throwing them sign after sign after sign. I mean, it's just unreal. Your connection came along and they held you responsible for something else that happened to them, or they were shut down and needed to open up. I mean, it's just, I've never seen it try so hard. Let's go. Let's do it. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end. Energy around your connection is what? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's you sitting there. It's you. It's the DF side of the connection. It's right there. Just wait. Not waiting. You shouldn't be waiting for anybody, but you know what I mean. You're just sitting there. You're thriving. You got everything you need. You're an example. This is an example. This is how everybody should be. A soul-nurturing person who's not consumed by worry and stress, right? I mean, it's just, there it is. That's your connection is nirvana for this person, right? Oh, it's just beautiful. Okay, all right, it's great. I mean, how are they behaving in the 3D? Give me the 3D energies. Yeah, the star. It's sort of a... Somebody is doing this now because they can. Somebody is going for their happiness. Somebody is looking to the future. It's only just begun. I think their dreams are their ticket out. I think that's the Welcome Back Kotter theme aspect that's also in my head. It's not that they're going back to something, but in a way they are. In that song, he went back to his old neighborhood, right? His dreams were his ticket out, but he ended up back there. They're going back to who they're supposed to be. They weren't living their life the way it was supposed to be, okay? The star implies that a tower has happened, all right? Something's going to happen. This is a setup month, so it may happen here in January, but I think it's already happened, all right? I think the energy is just right for this to happen here. Somebody's figured something out about you and your connection too. I hope that comes up. I don't know if it will, but we'll see. Their soul is here. I love this person's soul. I say that every time. I do. I absolutely do. It bookends. It's red with the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, hallelujah. It's celebration energy. It's 3 cups. It's 3 cups. You're not sharing soul space with anybody. Your connection is dominating the soul. This person's awake. The emotions are flowing, abso-fucking-lutely. It is It is someone going back to who they were supposed to be. And who we really are lives in the soul. It's not in all the shit. It's not in our career aspirations. Oh, this is who I'm supposed to be. A lonely president of a company with millions of dollars. No, not really. That's just a byproduct of you doing shit. That's all. Who we really are lives in the soul. They are, this is nice. They're open. It's because of this connection. This is soul nurturing energy, right? The soul likes to be nurtured. The soul likes a massage as much as our back does, right? It also likes a happy ending as much as we do too, I tell you that. Potential final, whoa, Freudian slip. Potential final outcome, I said this, so that means these two, the message from the universe is tied with the potential final outcome. So I'm going to pull them both at the same time. Message from the universe, 9 wands. Potential final outcome, 6 of swords. Somebody making the move. Somebody's moving on to who they're supposed to be, looking to the future with bright prospects, with happiness, moving on from choppy waters. This right here, you opened something up in this person. You tore down that wall. It's like old Ronald Reagan telling Gorbachev, tear down this wall. You tore down the wall. Okay? It is what it is. It is what it is. That's spectacular. I don't know what else to say. Was it Ronald Reagan or was it Bush? I don't remember. One of those two. I think it was Reagan. Either way, whatever. Who cares? My brain is so scattered. You're on my 5th reading in a row. I can't even remember basic history. Okay, so yeah, this is great. This is communication. Somebody coming your way, coming the way of the connection, or going toward what the connection showed them. The wall is down. There's nothing left of it. Any of us could squeeze through that. Don't come at me and go, Steve, I'm super fat. I'll never get through there. No, you get through there. You're fine. No worries. All right. I'm pretty fat after the holidays myself. Queen of Pentacles. Why is it here? May have overindulged, but that's all right. All right, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Let's clarify your connection. It's beautiful energy. I'll just phrase it like that. How about that? I like this. I like this. And you might want to also watch the Gemini reading. For some reason, the Leo soap opera is getting cross feedback from the Gemini angle. It doesn't matter what sign your person is. I'm not your astrologer, and this ain't your fucking horoscope. I'm just splitting the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces, that's all. You can ignore the signs if you want to. I don't care. I do. I'm just splitting it in pieces. This just happens to be number 5, which if you're going by the zodiac would be Leo. That's all. All right. Queen of Pentacles. Why is it here? I told you. I said it. Rewind. They've realized something about this connection. They realized something that they never saw before because they had too busy putting up blocks and walls at the time of the soul recognition and pretty much through the whole fucking thing. But now that emotions are flowing, now that the soul's running like a finely tuned engine, they realize something. There's some kind of truth here that's gone off on them, and they can't forget it. It won't go away, that truth. What's on top? That they love you, maybe. Knight of Cups, that they need this, that they need to come towards it, that they need something like what this connection showed them, all of that and more. Why is the Knight of Cups here? The Star. I mean, it's a whole giant feedback loop. The Star's here, the Star's here. This segues into the Star. I mean, it's, yeah, they've realized something. It has to do with Knight of Cups, what they realized. They realized that they should have left their toxic situation and gone with you originally. Could have avoided a whole bunch of shit. But we can't do things till the energy's right. What do I mean by that? Well, it's not just environmental energy. I mean, we can't do things until we're in the right headspace and an emotional place to do it. Energy's got to be right for something to happen. Clearly, with 2 stars here, the energy is right now. Why is the Star here? Speaking of the Star, tell me about the Star. All right? Why is it here? Why is the Star here? Eight of Pentacles. There's some sort of what's the word? I want to say financial independence, but it's not right. I'll phrase it this way. It's tough. It's tough to translate these feelings into words. Someone wanted to make sure before they made the move and did this that they were set up, that they had some kind of work project, or that they had some kind of money set aside and boom. Wanted to make sure the money was okay, right? They're in a financial place where it makes sense to do this now, and if they wait, it might fuck them up, okay? It's the easiest way I can put it, okay? It can also be somebody who during January, because it's a setup month, puts their finances in order, okay? It can be that too. What's on top? Strength. Wow. The energy is just, the heart chakra is just fucking wide open. Somebody here is powerful. It's Leo energy, is passionate forward movement. That's what that means. Why is Leo here? Why is strength here? Four of Swords. There's a lot of healing that's happened here. There's your heart chakra. There's your proof of what I just said. Heart chakra is open. We don't heal with a closed heart chakra, right? You go to any fucking therapist for a problem you're having. I don't know why I'm so messed up. What's wrong with me? They're going to try to open the heart chakra. They're not going to say that because people will think you're a kook if you do. But, you know, out there with a regular therapy practice, well, we're going to open your heart chakra. What? Did I come to a shaman or a fucking psychologist? What's going on here? I know that's what my father would say if he was at one of those and they said something like that. But they open the heart chakra. That's what they're doing. They get you to acknowledge feelings. They get you to feel what you're supposed to feel. What you allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. It's about opening the heart chakra. It's wide open. I see that here. Over here in the soul. Okay. I like it. And this is a very practical person on some level. This is somebody who's definitely going to make sure that they're okay and that's all right. They're just putting the ducks in a row. But man, there's a lot of nobody changing their mind here. I don't see that. Three of Cups in the soul. 3 cups in the soul. I know. I got Flem the Parrot here with me. You're the first reading he's been here for. He's very surprised. He's very surprised. He keeps nodding at the reading. Yeah, okay. I know I'm right. Thank you. I appreciate the backup. All right. 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Why is it here? Boom. Ace of Wands. There's okay, I'm going to say it. There's a fire in their belly here. There is. I see it with the Strength card. This energy flows from here to here. Soul is open, emotion, somebody looking forward to the future. That sounds like something I said to you in a weekly reading recently. Somebody's looking forward to the new adventures ahead of them. Again, Slade. It's Christmas, everybody. Look to the future. It's only just begun. Yeah, everybody should live their life that way. You don't know what's around the next corner. One door closes, another one opens. Look to the future. It's only just begun. Yes, yeah. Fire in their belly. God, I like this. Tell me more about that. Why's that here? Oh, 2 of Swords. Jesus. Holy crap. Why is confusion here? That doesn't belong there. Why is the 2 of Swords here? The 5. Oh, I see. So this is an energy of someone who leaves themselves out in the cold. We do this. This happens all the time, right? Our emotion. We wake up emotionally. The wall comes down, right? It's like what I tell you all the time about the soul. When the soul is awake and you're in a toxic relationship, let's say it's been shut down, you're in a toxic relationship, the soul wakes up. Soul's having fucking none of it. It's like it'll go through that like the Hulk and just smash everything. Somebody here is, because the emotions are flowing, because they got a fire in their belly and they're ready, the heart chakra's open, there's healing, they're looking to the future, it's only just begun, they're wondering why. They're confused as to why they stayed so long in the toxin, why they didn't do something sooner. Wow. Well, the Cancer readings are all signs readings because it's the theme energy, it's the host energy of this cycle. It's a very similar energy to what I told them, so you might want to watch that reading too. Okay, everybody should. Yeah, but yeah, that's what that is. That's awesome. Okay, so the universe is like, Steve, there's nothing left of this wall. This connection, your connection, tore down that wall. Okay? All right. 9 of Wands. Your person's own inner East and West Germany coming together. You know? One side of them wants, the soul wants to be free and all of that, and the other side is oppressed for a long time, feeling like obliged to stay in the toxin. Maybe it's a marriage I get sometimes for this person that mommy and daddy wanted. They're sticking with family tradition and all this other stuff, right? Maybe it's family tradition to marry an asshole. So, you marry an asshole. You see that a lot with like political families and stuff like that. It's not about love. It's about what the other person can do. People who are status seekers, for example, prominent families usually only allow people in through marriage that will elevate the family in some way. You can't marry the clerk from the grocery store. You got to marry the politician's son or daughter, or the actor or actress, or the lawyer or doctor, or something like that. Something that has some status, that adds to the status, or at least doesn't bring it down. That kind of thing. And that plays out on many levels. I'm giving you the high level. It can still play out on low levels too. You see it all the time. You see it all the time with people. Right? All right. But whatever it is here, the wall is down. This person's emotions are flowing wide open. And they're looking to the future with a lot of hope. Hope. Your connection is what gave them hope. It's some kind of inspiration. It's crazy. And don't think for a minute that this reading is just going to be roses and rainbows, because I read the energy first, then I pull the cards, and it is not all roses and rainbows. Yeah, we're talking about this, and yep, we got somebody who's wondering why they left themselves out in the cold for so long. As these feelings flow, they're not dwelling on it, not enough to stop them, but they're still holding something back. There's still a wall here. It's not all the way down, right? It's not all the way down. They're just in Berlin Wall speak, they just knocked down the part that David Hasselhoff was singing on, that's all. So we all cheer for that, right? He's sitting up there. God. A friend of mine says he's inexplicably popular over there. I love that word, inexplicably. High Priestess, they're still holding something back, but it's flowing. Their emotions are flowing. There's still something here. What's on top? Yep, there it is. I told you. I warned you. I said, you're like, oh, Steve pulling some roses and rainbow reading. No, I'm not, because we're talking to the universe here. It's technically separate from the reading. It is read with the energy of your connection. Deception. Somebody here is coming towards you. The Seven of Swords is read with the Knight of Cups. But there's still something they're not telling you. There's still something they haven't admitted to themselves yet. Okay? Still, a little bit. I say that because of this. Because, technically speaking, if someone says to me, gosh, I'm confused as to why I left myself out in the cold for so long. Well, that tells me there's still something you need to figure out. Because you shouldn't be confused as to why you left yourself out in the cold. There hasn't been 100% healing here. Okay? They haven't quite figured it all out yet. But they figured out enough to know they want out of the toxin. Okay? Let's just put it that way. Why 7 swords here? And they do. 10 wands. It's exactly what I said, though. 10 wands is pressure. It's stress. It's tension. It's why the 7 of swords is here. Because even though it's like leaving therapy early, right? Okay, I'm fine. And the therapist is like, you're not fine. You're still wondering why you left yourself out in the cold, which means you could still do it again, right? History not learned from is doomed to repeat, right? So there's still this person is coming towards you. They are. But there's still something they haven't looked at yet. And they're bringing some baggage because of that. And the universe just wants you to know that. But you've done wonders to bring their wall down and open them up. Okay? This person absolutely adores you in this connection for whatever. I mean, but they may not admit that, maybe. I don't know. But I do see them. I do see communication here. I see somebody slowly coming your way. January is a setup month. Let's keep that in mind. Some of the action, like I told the Cancerians, some of the action may not happen until February, March, or April. And I'm just being honest with you. It doesn't help my channel to say things like that. My January 2024 write-up does not help my channel. I probably lose 10,000 subscribers because of it. I'm exaggerating, but you catch my drift. Telling people, well, not much is going to happen. It's a setup month. No, if I wanted to help the channel artificially, I'd say it's a month where you hear from your person. They all come in. It's all roses and rainbows and wonderful and great. You know, that would double my subscribers, right? I'm not chasing views. I don't care. I want you to know the energy. I also want you to know, yep, everything I said is true from the pre-shuffle all the way through here. The universe says slow your roll. They're leaving therapy early. There's still some work that needs to be done with this person. You know, there's some core programming here that they're not looking at. You know, but for the most part, the heart chakra is wide open and it looks good. It's good that they're asking this question anyway. Why did I leave myself in this toxin for so long? Why did I run from whatever? It's good that they're asking, but they're ignoring the answer even though it's coming through. Okay, that's all I'm saying. For now, maybe you're the piece of the puzzle. Maybe a conversation you have with them gets them to stop ignoring the answer, and they look at that. You know, it's entirely possible. You know, it is. Why Six of Swords here? What's the final on this? What's the final on this? This is your reading, right? Okay. It's crossed by justice. Look, it's on the incoming energy side, it's fucking divorce. It's fucking I want out of this. It's fucking whatever. It's somebody going to get themselves happy. Somebody here is moving toward happiness. Look to the future. It's only just begun, right? Here we go. Off they go. For you, you get some justice here. I think whatever happens here makes you happy. I think if they don't come towards you, you find out about all this. Not just from me. I mean, find out about it. Okay? Wow. Fuel and justice is the lovers. Look at that. Look at that picture. Just look at it. Yeah. It's nice. What's on top? Victory. Yeah. It's red with strength. The heart chakra is wide open. I'm not playing. This is separate from the reading, technically. It's just something for you to know. Okay? And I explained it off of this already. Okay? It makes perfect sense, right? I'm all done with therapy, doc. Right? And the doc is like, no, you're not. There's still a few things we should work on. That's all right. I'm good. I'm just going to go. Okay. But you're free to go, but I think we should talk about, right, and they're just ignoring it. But somebody here, their heart chakra is open. Whatever this is that they're still holding back, which is probably to do with somebody wondering why they stayed for so long, which would be something I would think they would want to figure out so it wouldn't repeat, you know? Either way, your connection is such an inspiration to them. They're just feeling it. It's strong. Why is the Six of Wands here? Yeah, King of Pentacles. They feel good. This is a peaceful, easy feeling here. It's King of Pentacles red with the Four of Swords. There's a lot of healing happening here. Somebody here is comfortable with their decision to move on. It's exactly what I just acted out for you, where I said about the therapist and the patient, your person here, saying they're ready, I'm done, I think I'm ready to go, and the doc says no, not really. But at the end of the day, it's up to the patient, and they feel comfortable with their decision here to move forward, okay? But it's slow, the third slowest energy of the tarot because of this, because they weren't ready yet. Not 100%. But this is a key thing to figure out. It's not just, oh, this is toxin, I'm going to leave. You know, whether it's their marriage or the way they've been living their life, whatever it is. This is toxin, I'm going to move on. It's not just about that. It's about figuring out why you sat in it for so long. If you don't cure that, you'll do it again. And they will. So, in other words, if we don't deal with this, they may run from you again if it gets heavy. Or they may, if you end up with this person, it may fall back on old ways where they start picking fights. They might be someone, for example, that's used to a relationship where there's a lot of fights. I get that a lot in the Leo soap opera. Not for all of you, but some of you have a person who thinks that, well, we fight a lot because, you know, that shows we love each other. No, it doesn't. Not at all. If I got two guitar strings out of tune, I say, well, they're out of tune. That means they work together really well. No, it doesn't. It means they're out of tune. It's two energies that are creating friction with one another. All right? So, again, falling back on old ways, that person might pick fights in something that's actually relatively warm and nurturing. So, I'm just telling you, that's here as a caveat. But somebody here is comfortable with their decision, and they are moving forward with it. No doubt. Within the energy. And again, January is a setup month. But, yeah. Whatever happens here balances the energy nicely for you in some way. It's balanced for them, but that's a little bit deceptive because there's still a little more. They could use a few more sessions. All right? With the metaphorical therapist, if you will. All right? Let's pull 3 cards from the bottom. And a crossing card. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Wow. amazing energy here. Okay. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Okay. All right, I'll stop shuffling. The bird's like, stop shuffling. Okay. All right. 4 wands. Queen of cups. Wow, just got wands everywhere here. I don't know. I don't know why I am drawn back in the old days. Those of you that have been around a while remember the old quickies, right? The old bang readings. Let's bang, right? You used to call this card what? The 8 of dildos, right? Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm getting here. 8 wands crossed by the Queen of Cups, crossing the Queen of Cups. There's a lot. The universe wants you to know this person is very into you. Okay, they may or may not come towards you. Okay, but they are really more into you than you might think. And this may be very specific just for a few of you, like you're wondering if they, yeah, that's fine. You might be disappointed, their connection with me showed them something great. But no, there's a strong attraction here. Somebody here, there's a very strong chance that they see you on their new path. You're a part of their new path in some way. But I'm telling you, there's a carnal energy here. There really is. Notice, remember the Lovers card, I showed you that picture of those 2 people, right? It was fueling that Justice card that's crossing our final outcome. That's here. Most of you here received some sort of communication about this person breaking free of whatever toxin they're in. Okay? Or in the process of it or something like that. You find out something, somehow, either from them or through someone else or whatever. But this energy, whoever this belongs to, definitely sees you as part of their path, if for no other reason than to share some feelings with you, to say something, to maybe thank you for showing them in some way, for whatever, for opening their eyes to something or whatever. Deep down inside, and I can't explain this might be too much energy reading for YouTube, I don't know. Deep down inside, this person knows. It's part of what's flowing in the soul, and it's part of the confusion as to why they stayed in the toxin for so long. Knows that you guys are the same. There's that kind of energy there. At your core, you might live life differently, all that kind of stuff, but your core values, your souls are the same. They're very close, and I've been telling you that from day one, since I got here. I've been telling you. Oh, look, and a 7 of Cups came with the 6 of Wands. You definitely might want to watch the Cancer reading. That was their final outcome from another deck. I didn't even know that was there. There's a lot of communication here. Okay, I've been saying it for a while. I've been saying I can't tell the energy between you and your soulmate apart because your frequencies are virtually identical. I think they figured that out too, in their own way, of course, not the same way I figured it out. But that's your reading. Take it for what it's worth to you. Very, very clear reading here. I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, let it play out. Let it play out. Focus on you in January. It's a setup month for you too. Okay? If you're meant to cross paths with this person, you will. All right? Just go down your path. Hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? Good luck.